Welcome, friends, to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be returning to the Jund Cascade list. I had a lot of fun playing with this on Tuesday. It just feels very much like a Jund deck. You're playing an amalgamation of all the best cards available in these colors in Pauper. So we get some of the best removal spells, some of the best creatures, and we get access to some incredible sideboard slots as well. This hand is not great. It's very, very slow. Kind of feel like we want to mulligan this one. We didn't have all of our colors. It was too slow. This one, at least we have all of our colors. So we'll get rid of one of our cards here. Probably the Pulse. Looks like our opponent is mulliganing as well. And just the once. So we have to put down the swamp first. Put down a Gruul Turf, turn 1. You don't look too hot. Ash Barrens. Okay. So we can cycle the Ash Barrens, go get Forest, and then play the Gruul Turf. Okay, so they have Counterspell up here. We got a couple of options. We could throw the Visionary into potential Counterspell, which feels fine, trading Visionary for one of the best spells in their deck. We could foretell the Packmate, so their mana is wasted. I don't want to throw the Blightning into it. I'm going to play the Visionary. Okay, they do decide to use a counterspell on the Visionary, and we'll pass the turn back. Okay, so there's the swamp. They are playing Dimir. They have access to Snuff Out at this point. But they can't really counter a Blightning unless they have Negate in the main. And these decks usually don't play a Negate. I'm going to see if I can crack this Blightning off in their face. Feels like a really good time to move in on a Blightning. It looks like they're holding up removal. Nice. Managed to snag the cast down. And I mean, hitting Suffocating Fumes is fine. It's a cantrip. They get to draw with it. And we'll play the Gruul Turf, return the Swamp, and try and waste these 2 points of mana. Okay, they just cast a Spellsetter Sprite, which means they're going to be able to swap that with a Ninja. I mean, that's my assumption anyway. And there it is. Okay, so they don't draw land, which means they don't have Counterspell. We can cast down the Ninja and then foretell a Packmate. Gurmag Angler. Can I get my cast down back, please? So let's see here. That's 4, 5, 6. Just missing 1 mana for the Altisaur. I think we start with the cheap Packmate and then maybe play the big Packmate after, depending on what we draw with this one. Chainer's Edict. Wunderbar. It's Chainer's Edict opponent. And if they put the fairy down to try and sacrifice the fairy, we'll bolt the fairy. Ah, they have a counterspell. Okay. Foretell this Packmate and pass back. We're almost at the point where we can flash back Chainer's Edict, but I'm more interested in casting this dinosaur if I can. Opponent is struggling quite a bit on their land, which means they have a lot of cards in hand. I like to put cards like the Foretell cards and Companions into my hand area if possible, if there's enough room for it, to help remind me that I have access to them. No blocks. We found the land, so we can just play Altisaur. We could just play Edict. Kind of like Edict, get rid of Angler. Because, like I said, they're not going to have Negate. They don't have access to Counterspell right now. Oh, but we don't have the 2 black mana to actually use the Edict. So I guess we're just going to go Altisaur. 4, 5, 6, 7. Suffocating Fumes? No? I mean, it gets it out of our deck so that we don't draw it. Snuff out for our dino. So we're going to be taking 5 at least from the Angler. And they got a Sprite, which they might replace with a Ninja, so that could be 7 damage coming in. For not drawing any lands, they've done very well with the 3 mana that they've had access to. This is probably going to be a land, so that they can play Spellstutter Sprite. No, they miss again. Well, we missed our opportunity to snap up the Gurmag Angler with the Chainer's Edict. Missing that double black was pretty painful. Mountain. I guess we start with the Packmate here. Thriving Grove. Okay, well, we can put that down. Name black. And kill the Ninja. And then we'll double block the Gurmag Angler. Probably won't work. I guess Screw beats Flood? I don't know, I kind of felt like we should have been in a good position on this one. But the Gurmag Angler just did so much work. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, they have a removal spell. Agony Warp, yep. Removal spell, we need it right now. Let's go. Okay. One more chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Cast down off the boarding party. No, Packmate. Well, I mean, that was a pretty good turn. We could attack with boarding party. Put them to 4. And then we have 2 blockers. We only have to block the Gurmag Angler. Let's get in there with boarding party. Wreck their life total and see if we can steal this game. They finally found the island, getting to their 4th land on turn 9. Block. Just trying to buy time now. Okay, so they have a Spellstutter Sprite in hand that we know about. That can block boarding party. Another boarding party? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get a Pulse of Murasa. Targeting, I guess, the Altisaur? If we target Packmate, we can actually play it. No, we can't play Packmate. We could only play Visionary. I'm going to get the Altisaur, just in case we get another turn after this one. The Pulse of Murasa actually seems pretty good. Sure, double Spellstutter Sprite. You have 2 blocks. But I still get my... Oh, I don't get my life because of the... Right, they had the Fairy Seer. Okay, so I don't get my life. They have 1 card left in hand. If it's removal spell, I can't attack with both boarding parties. I think I have to risk it. Let's keep up the pressure. I was really kind of counting on that 6 life. Alright. Any removal spell. Bringing in Penumbra Spider. We can bring in Pyroblast. I can bring in Okiba-Gang. And we're going to kind of thin, basically. Okay, so only 2 lands on this one. We wouldn't have all of our colors if we kept this. Again, only 2 lands, but I like having the red and green here. Alright, I'm going to keep this one. Probably get rid of Blightning. Okay, let's go get our forest and pass to our turn. What do we got? What do we got? Abrade off the top. Alright, we're just going to foretell the Packmate and pass. Is this a ninja? No, not a ninja. So they're holding up a counterspell. Well, let's foretell this. Cannot be countered with a spell stutter sprite. They have actual counterspell, and we're out of lands. Okay, they have a foretell card of their own. And we get Ash Barrens, so we can go get red mana with this. We could also play it and then Pulse of Murasa for the other Ash Barrens so that we don't miss lands. Actually, I think I like play Ash Barrens, play Bonder's Ornament the most. Alright, we have access to Pyroblast if we want it. So if they switch the Fairy Seer with a Ninja, we can kill the Ninja. I kind of like countering that, honestly. Counter target spell if it's blue. That's a 2-for-1, sort of. And another cast down. Okay. So let's see here. Could Pulse of Murasa for Ash Barrens, cycle Ash Barrens, play land. Could get the Packmate back, but then we don't have enough mana to do anything else after that. Still, I like Packmate. I think that I would rather Pulse for the Packmate than pretty much anything else. And I'm going to do it now so they can't possibly be countered. They get a Preordain with the Augur. And 2 cards to the top. Scary. So probably found a land here. No, no land. Shocking. Yeah, keep attacking for 1. I'm at 21? No, this is a ninja coming down. Okay, got a target for my removal spells now. I mean, not that the ninja can realistically attack again anyway. Might want to keep my removal spells for something else. If the Packmate stays back, the ninja can't attack. Then again, I could just kill the ninja, start attacking with my 3/3. Options. Got options. I like the Abrade on the ninja because the cast down can kill Gurmag Anglers. This and red. Abrade. That. Get it out of here. Don't want to worry about it anymore. Gruul Turf. Return the Ash Barrens. Attack with Packmate. And hold up cast down, otherwise I can cycle. And regardless, I can cycle once. Kind of hope I get that one Suffocating Fumes I left in the deck. Get rid of those 2 Faeries. 2 for 1 would be good. Relic of Progenitus. Okay. That is a cantrip. No blocks. Do you have another ninja? No ninja. Alright, I'll just land cycle. Ooh, they have an Edict for us. I'll go get probably Mountain Swamp. Thorn of the Black Rose, not going to be good here, where the opponent gets to keep on attacking me. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could play Thorn and 1 removal spell. Not good enough. I'll draw a card. Get an Ash Barrens and pass the turn. Oh, they have a Bonder's Ornament too. Don't generally see Bonder's Ornament in Dimir Faeries. Alright, let's just get rid of one of these Fae. Slow their clock down. Getting a Fairy off the board means their Spellstutter Sprite won't counter as much. But I really kind of cringe casting Cast Down on a Fairy Seer. Not hot. Don't like. What are they thinking about here? Do they have a Dispel or something? Visionary. Yeah, we cast those. Alright, pass back. We have Cast Down available. We have Bonder's Ornament available. Oh, they're going to kill our Visionary. They just want to keep our board clear. Yeah, okay. They have had a lot of removal, but the deck does. I mean, then again, it's only been, what, like 3 hits? We haven't had very many creatures. We start drawing with Ornament. They're going to draw for free? That sucks. Speaking of, we have the Cast Down for the Angler, but they have a bunch of mana available. Morning Crown. So we can't really just throw Cast Down at Angler either. This is an awkward position we found ourselves in. Lightning Bolt. Okay, so the Lightning Bolt makes the Cast Down a little bit better. Let's see if we can get it to work. Just wondering if we should do it during their upkeep. Because then they'll have to tap mana on their turn. And they already have access to 4 mana anyways, so that gives them a lot of options. So the difference between 4 mana, 5 mana, not very much. Let's go to their upkeep. This is match number 1. And we're struggling a little bit this time. Alright, let's see if the Cast Down can get rid of this Gurmag. kind of what I expected. Now we Lightning Bolt the Spell Stutter Sprite. Do they have another Spell Stutter Sprite or anything really for this Lightning Bolt? They don't. Oh, it looks like we're going to get the Gurmag. We do. Nice. Okay. I mean, we're still behind, but not as far behind as we were a moment ago. Alright, I'm going to draw both myself and my opponent a card here. The quality of our cards is pretty high. And they're pretty much tapped out. Oh, we get Pyroblast too? Nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Altisaur. And cast the Visionary. Draw a card. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, Edict. Which we can even cast and still leave Thriving Grove up. Okay, they get rid of the Fairy, and we'll pass back. Holding up Pyroblast. Pretty strong interaction here. It doesn't stop any removal, though, so if opponent has Snuff Out, which they might be playing right now. I think they have Snuff Out in hand. Anyway, they're going to want to get rid of this Altisaur. There it is. Snuff Out. They even pay the life for it. And another big fish. Wow. Okay. So one option we have is Pyroblast into Chainer's Edict. Opponent has a bunch of mana, but they only have one card in hand. So if we can get that to work, seems pretty good. Question is, what is that last card in hand? If it's a Spell Stutter Sprite, we look pretty bad casting this Pyroblast into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not too sure either. I ended up trimming a bunch of cards. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Okay. Nice. Lightning Bolt this. I'm glad we waited. Haha. Where'd you hear that, handsome? Who would tell you such a thing? And yes, absolutely we did, and it felt amazing. Oh, right, they got rid of our Khajiit. Okay, I think we're going to play Thorn of the Black Rose here. We're definitely in a lot of trouble, so we're going to take the Monarch. And Thorn of the Black Rose, maybe it's going to be a removal spell. Who knows? We have the Pyroblast. Let's put a stop here in case we draw Wolf. They have Agony Warp. Okay, we'll Pyroblast that. Counter target spell if it's blue. Nice. Boarding party, not bad. Okay, pass back. What do you got, opponent? We only have 9 minutes left. Opponent has 14. We're way behind on time. I think we can probably just hit 6 here. No attacks. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we paid too much. Let's do that again. It's only 6, not 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The opponent has Bonder's Ornament, so I don't necessarily want to draw a card every time. We would be giving them cards that way. So we can put the Pyroblast into our graveyard if we want. I don't think we want to do that. We'll leave the Pyroblast in deck. If Combo Walls is a good call, I would say yes. Combo Walls is an excellent choice. Okay, we're going to attack in with Boarding Party. Smack. Hit him for 6. We still got to stop on our end step here. We'll just play this mountain. And see if we draw Wolf. Oh, they're going to let us draw a card for free. Thank you. Get another Boarding Party. Put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order is the last line of text. Just making sure there. So it will go to the bottom of my library. Ninja. No attack. Letting us keep the Monarch. Very nice of them. Ooh, a Spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast down the Gurmag Angler. Attack with 2 Boarding Parties and a Visionary, and why not a Thorn of the Black Rose too? Send them all in. Okay, so they snuff out a Boarding Party, they block a Boarding Party and take 3. They want to keep on playing. This wastes our clock. So if that's how you want to do it, opponent. And because we've hit 6 here, at this point the opponent is only wasting their own time. But they don't have to worry about clock. Not at all. Attack all. Take that. Okay, we got 7 minutes left to win one more game. So as you can see from what's hanging out in the sideboard, I just trimmed off the top a bunch of cards because I wanted to play Penumbra Spiders and Pyroblasts. I also brought in one of Okiba-Gang Shinobi. If the Shinobi starts making connections, this thing will close the game out. Alright, I know we don't have, we're not under much of a time constraint here during sideboard, but I'm kind of in a let's go mindset, so let's go. Mulliganing this one. All lands. Keeping this one and putting back a Grove. Handful of land. That's how we drew it up. Just want land hands forever. Red, go. That's a land full of hand. Okay, opponent puts down a relic. We're just going to put down land here. We'll start putting down Rot Farms later. We don't want to bounce one of our tap lands. That would be inefficient. I don't think we're going to want to counter anything with Pyroblast this turn. Okay, land cycle the Ash Barrens. We get to use that mana. Let's see here. We have Swamp and Forest, so let's just go get Mountain. Put the Rot Farm down. Return the Swamp. And pass back. I thought I hit 2 there. Wonder why it stopped. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. They do have access to Counterspell. So if we play Penumbra Spider, we won't have Hydroblast up. Let's just go ahead and play another land here. Pass the turn back, and then next turn we can play the Spider with a Counterspell backup, and then we can play Boarding Party. Ooh, I would really like to kill that. But they're going to have Spellstutter Sprite up, so that would be too dangerous. Pyroblast that, I would just get my Pyroblast countered. We'll put down the Spider, and Spider will block the Ninja from now on. Oh, Abrade, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to play the green land here so I can leave the Thriving Grove up. Ooh, we're going to get a counterspell? Nice. Counter target spell. Okay, they need 2 removal spells to get rid of a Penumbra Spider, and the second one cannot be Snuff Out. Relic of Progenitus there, taking a bit of time off my clock. Ooh, Fleet Admiral. Nice one, opponent. And a Pyroblast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could Abrade and Pyroblast. They are tapped out. Kill their 2 creatures, attack, kill their ninja. We would actually leave the Fairy Seer alive, I think. That's not too bad. I like that. And then that basically kills their board. So let's see here. And I think we've already played a land for turn, so we'll just go ahead and hit 6 here. Oh, they have Snuff Out. Good for them. Okay, well, there's the double spell. Get rid of the Spider. And they're holding onto the Monarch for multiple turns here, so they're probably going to pull away with this game. They get a cast down. Damn. I mean, that's going to kill the boarding party, no problem. Suffocating Fumes only kills the Fairy Seer here. Not too interesting. I guess we'll cast down the Augur. Make them block with the Fairies. Looking for Snuff out here, I bet. Okay, they do block. And we'll play Gruul Turf, returning whatever, Forest. Don't have a lot of time to think about it. Okay, we do already know that they have a removal spell in hand. They have so many cards in hand because of the Monarch. Not being able to take that back right away, that's always a problem. Nice, and they get to keep the cast down in hand. They have Chainer's Edict to use later. Pretty strong of showing from the opponent here. What does Augur of Bolas reveal? Preordain. Yeah, it's looking real bad. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Pulse of Murasa for Boarding Party. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're just off of casting Boarding Party here. Oops. Looks like we tapped ourselves off of black mana. I wanted to hold up Suffocating Fumes. Yeah, Altisaur cascading into Pirate would be what we're looking for. Because we know they have cast down for this Boarding Party. Should have cycled that. Ah, cool. Blightning. Oh, no way. Counterspell. Yeah, you got it. Too bad we don't have the removal spell for the Augur of Bolas here. That would have been so good. I guess we could discard Suffocating Fumes to draw Pyroblast? No, because the Pyroblast, I think... unless we've shuffled. I was just thinking, like, Pyroblast, I think, is on the bottom of our deck. And I don't think we've shuffled to get it back towards the top. So I don't think we're going to be able to draw it to kill that to get the Monarch. Instead, we'll just attack. They'll block with Augur of Bolas, unless they have Snuff out. No, they had the extra mana with Bonder's Ornament. Okay, I just didn't see that Bonder's Ornament was there. Yeah, you got it. GG. Between the Monarch, Bonder's Ornament, they just have so much card advantage. No counterspell. Okay. This has reach. Can kill the fairy. But meanwhile, opponent's drawing 3 cards a turn. To our 1. Wonder if we can mill them out. They're already through half their deck. If you couldn't tell, that's my being stupid voice. Oh, what? Our opponent disconnected? Huh. So we get the choice of being patient and hoping the opponent doesn't reconnect in time, or okay, so they've reconnected. Or I was gonna say we could just scoop and save ourselves the time. Then again, it doesn't look like they're going to be killing us anytime soon in damage. Our clocks are almost equal again, so we could probably go for the chess clock or milling the opponent out. So I think we're going to just finish this game. As much as it seems like we are so irredeemably far behind, we're going to take the next 8 minutes, which is all it's going to take, maybe less, and we'll get this game to its proper conclusion, whichever way it goes. Yeah, we might get the win. I'm not the biggest fan of taking a win from the chess clock, but I will take those. Oh, they got a ninja? No, that's not ninja. Okiba-Gang. Okay, yeah, you got it. Discard 2 cards. We won't be able to keep any cards in hand, and that does quicken their clock. Instead of attacking for 1 or 2 a turn, now they're attacking for 3, 4, or 5. And they get a snuff out. So they're going to be able to kill any blocker that we put down. Chainer's Edict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do it twice. What does Augur pick up? Augur gets Counterspell. That's a pretty good one. Oh, Fleet Admiral. Yep. So they're putting that clock down on the board so they can kill us right quick. They shouldn't have anything to worry about. 4 minutes with this much power on board, they should be able to get rid of us. They also have Counterspell in hand that we know about, so we won't be able to use like a basic removal spell. They'll just counter this, I imagine. But we have to play it out because Okiba-Gang is just going to take cards out of our hand anyway. Okay, well, last time we played this deck, we were able to win a grindy matchup versus Dimir, and it looks like this time we're going to lose one. 7 damage a turn, that's a 3-turn clock. They should be able to get 3 turns done in 3 minutes. Ooh, Grimag Angler speeds things up. Maybe. So let's see here. 7 plus... Oh, yeah. We're dead next turn. And cast down for their counterspell. Wonderful. Alright. Let's see if... No, I was just wondering if they were going to do anything at the end of my turn there. So I could, like, cast down the Grimag Angler when they tap down to draw a card with Bonder's Ornament or something. No such luck. Game over here. What? I guess they're holding the counterspell for something better? You were about to win. I had 1 card in hand. I'm pretty sure we know they have another counterspell, don't we? That's just really confusing to me. Why wouldn't they counter the cast down and win the game? Because they're having as much fun as we are, and they just want the fun to never end. Can't really attack. I mean, we tried to claw back in, but the Monarch, Bonder's Ornament, they have 12 cards left in their library. We have 33. They drew way more cards than us. And this is good game. We don't have enough blocks anymore. Oh, they might as well kill our last creature, right? Why not? We did our best. And we actually ended the game with nearly equal clocks. GG, though. Oh, are you going to ninja something, opponent? You just got to, like, get one more dig in? Yeah, okay, cool, cool. We have all of our colors of mana. The hand is fine, keep it. Oh. Oh, okay. So it has to be the promo to be worth anything on that champ? Last seen playing Azurius Flicker. Usually you'd see this in a Pestilence list. Okay, we're going to play this. Go red and pass turn. From Thriving Grove red, opponent should probably know that we're on Jund. Lone Missionary. This is almost certainly Pestilence. We're just going to go ahead and change his Edict. Actually, probably should have kept the Edict. Edict is pretty important. Got a lightning bolt for that one. Alright, we're missing on lands here. Our opponent is missing on lands as well. We could cycle Suffocating Fumes to try and find a land. I don't mind that. I think that's better than just lightning bolt. And I don't think we're going to get too much value out of Suffocating Fumes otherwise. Alright, we draw one card closer to land. Ooh, look at that. Old Border, Inspector Clouseau. Looks good. What is DDG? You're going to have to give me some context, handsome. Okay, we got Thriving Grove. I mean, it is a land, so we can at least play it. We'll probably go for black on this one. We already got a red source. And Chainer's Edict's going to need double black to get back from the graveyard. Lightning bolt this thing. And pass back. Opponent struggling to find that land, and they do find it. Okay, we'll just play Visionary. I would be interested in playing Pulse if we had a land in the graveyard. Oh, nice. Oh, I see. DDG. Dual decks would be my guess. Okay, Abrade off the top would be really nice. Bonder's Ornament of our own would be really good. We could play the Thorn of the Black Rose. A little bit risky with a Thraben Inspector on the board. We have two creatures. Oh, good question. I think it would probably be the promo. I think I'm going to play Llanowar Visionary and then Foretell the Packmate. It's the most efficient use of my mana, I think. Chainer's Edict. We wouldn't be able to play the Edict anyway. We don't have black mana left over. Well, if Google says it, then it must be true. Dual decks, Knights and Dragons. Oh, okay. Yeah, the dual decks didn't necessarily get a very big run on Moto, and I found that quite a few of the dual decks cards are quite expensive. Alright, Guardian of the Guild Pack is a problem, but we do have Chainer's Edict, so we can kill them eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just play Altisaur this turn. Because if you can play Altisaur, why wouldn't you? And we get Boarding Party out of it. Nice. And Blightning. Altisaur into Boarding Party into Blightning. Let's go. How long have you been a VIP for? Quite some time, Slayer. Okay, oh yeah, getting rid of Prismatic Strand seems pretty good there. They also get rid of Custody Swire. Okay, we could attack with Boarding Party, but they just block with Guardian of the Guild Pack. Super easy, so we don't have an attack. Pestilence, that's a good one. They're going to be able to get most of our stuff. They can get the 2 Visionaries. Once they untap, they can get the Boarding Party. So this takes away some of our mana. Which deck do you think is best for playing Pauper Leagues? It depends what you're looking for. If you want to play the best deck, then that is Tron. But Tron takes a very long time to play. I mean, like, just literally, it's going to be a slog to get through a league. Your leagues are going to look like 3-4 hours long. If you're looking to get through leagues efficiently, oh, the Chainer's Edict's really nice there. We can just get rid of both of their creatures. Cancel that. We want to use the cast down to get rid of the Skyfisher. Chainer's Edicts are really valuable for getting rid of Guardians. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted from what we were talking about. Let me finish this turn, and I'll talk a little bit more about Pauper decks. Oh, and they didn't even activate the Prismatic Strands here. They could have prevented 6 damage. So we'll just hit them for 12. And I think we just pass the turn here. We don't have anything else to do. Okay. So we'll hit 6 for the opponent's turn, and we'll talk a little bit more about Pauper decks for leagues. If what instead you're looking for is to play some of the most enjoyable... Or sorry, if what you're looking to do is to play leagues quickly, then you might look at Burn and Stompy. Those are both very, very powerful lists that are going to allow you to play your leagues quickly. So they're both very good and very fast. There's also the Faeries decks, which are very, very strong. You'll probably have a really good time playing those. So let's see here. We're going to want to get rid of Core Skyfisher, and then we won't play any creatures so that we can get rid of the Pestilence as well. We'll have the Pulse of Murasa. We'll just get back like Altisaur or Boarding Party. Probably the Altisaur. Try to make Walls viable for 20 years. The Walls deck is actually super good now. What do you think about Blue-Black Delver? Super good. One of the best decks in the format. Alright, so Red-Black... Then we have all of our colors here, so it doesn't really matter what we call with Thriving Moor. I guess we call red? Green, I think we call green. Okay. And we have the 3 mana for Pulse, so we'll pass back. Get rid of that Pestilence. Oh, no way. Hoogland, what a meme. I am a fan, though. You're goldfishing with Delver right now? Wish there was someone to play with? These times, it does make it difficult to get some games in. Okay, we're going to get back the Dino, I think. The boarding party's pretty nice, too. Let's go for the boarding party because then it can attack. Surprisingly, the walls were destroyed and enemies were climbing over. Built the wrong walls. Gotta go for those Cascade walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just have enough mana for boarding party. We could also Bonder's Ornament Thorn, which would pretty much stop the opponent's card advantage. And then we could boarding party next turn. The flying walls, that's the trick, see? Alright, let's get our card advantage train going. So we have the Monarch. There are 2 Bonder's Ornaments in play. So if they try to activate their Bonder's Ornament, we get a free card. Feels boosted, man. Thanks for the follow, friend. Okay, an opponent scoops him up. We did have the opportunity there to just throw boarding party onto the field and swing in, but we decided to take the grindier path. Alright, Suffocating Fumes doesn't seem very good here. We need to keep all of the Chainer's Edicts. Let's see here. Shenanigans. Spider. Yeah, bring in the Spider. Not too hot on the Cannonade. Weather the Storm is so-so. If we have more cards we want to take out, we could bring in Weather the Storm, but I don't think we'll have enough cards to take out. Because most of our cards here seem quite good. We're going to definitely want all the boarding parties. The Altisaur is really good. Packmate is strong. The Visionary is one of our weaker cards. Cast Down is weak. Lightning Bolt is weak. So let's see here. We brought in the 2 spiders, and that was it, right, so far? So we probably could bring in 2 Weather the Storm if we... I think Weather's probably better than Bolt or Cast Down because those don't target the creature we actually care about. Rat Ninja could be pretty good, but it's also really easy for them to take care of. It only has 2 toughness. But if we get to a grindy situation, the Shinobi, I think, would be way better than Weather the Storm. I don't mind that. We might be able to surprise them, and if we hit them with a Shinobi, that could be GG. His name is Splinter. I like that. Don't know too many Rat Ninjas, to be honest. I wonder if there were any in that Usagi comic. Because that was about a rabbit samurai, right? So there probably would have been a bunch of animal-type ninjas, I would guess. I'm going to have to look into that. I only was able to see like maybe 1 or 2 of those comics when I was a kid. Samurai Pizza Cats? There you go. That's something from childhood too. I think this hand is good enough, but barely. It's really slow. But opponent isn't going to be very fast either. Opponent mulligans to 5. That's a good start for us. Ooh, Bonder's Ornament, nice. Okay, so I think we play Swamp, then we can cycle the Ash Barrens, play Rot Farm, and then go from there. Gonna do the Barrens trick? No, I'll just do the Swamp. And we're gonna want to get Mountain with this. We have a lot of green sources already. Okay, so if we actually play the Rot Farm here, we're going to have to discard a card, so we'll play Thriving Grove. And I guess we'll name... Probably name Red. We've got another black source in the Rot Farm. Ooh. Omen of the Dead for no value. Oh, okay, and then they can return it with Core Skyfisher? Why wouldn't you just want to return a land anyway? I don't know. I'm going to hit 6 here and let the opponent do their thing. So it looks like a parent is quite proficient with their deck. They're very, very speedy with it. That's cool. I think we just put Bonder's Ornament down here. We could play Visionary. The question is, do we think they're going to have a removal for the Bonder's Ornament? They're almost certainly going to have removal for the Visionary available. Ornament. Go. Okay, don't care about these early attacks. We have Pulse of Murasa to gain back this kind of life. Chainer's Edict. I don't mind killing that Core Skyfisher. It does mean we won't have the Edict later for other important spells. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if we had an untapped land, we could play the Visionary as well as the Edict. Kind of like playing Visionary then in that case. Let's see if we can draw untapped land. We do. Cancel that. Damn. I forgot what the card they have in hand is just going to return the Core Skyfisher, and they can do that ad infinitum. I should have played a Gruul Turf instead. I forgot that they showed us the enchantment with the Core Skyfisher that they can bounce. I wonder why they showed it to us. Because they didn't have a creature in the graveyard, right? Yeah, they didn't have anything in the graveyard. Pestilence, okay. That is a problem. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 7 potentially. So we could play the Chainer's Edict and draw a card with Bonder's Ornament. 1, 2, 3, 4 if we don't attack. Actually, yeah, Monarch is a great idea here. They won't be able to take it back for a couple of turns. Let's gain some card advantage. Oh, Blightning, wonderful. Okay, they're going to kill all of our creatures. Make them discard 2. They get rid of Pestilence and Cast Down. So let's see, we'll play a Gruul Turf. Return Mountain. We still have 3 mana, so we can play a Visionary. We don't want to do that. We have Pulse of Murasa. So yeah, we'll probably pulse back like Thorn or something. Okay, we got to stop on our end step just in case we draw a wolf. We don't. Palace Sentinel, so they take the Monarch. We'll take it back. Pulse the Thorn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could Chainer's Edict the Palace Sentinels. But then they would have the Monarch for an extra turn. Thanks for the follow, friend. I don't want to leave them with a Monarch. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's start with Visionary, draw a card, and see what we get. Blightning again. Nice. If only we could kill that Palace Sentinels. Okay, put down Thorn. And put down... If we put down Mountain, we can cycle and hold up Lightning Bolt. Let's do that. So if we end up blocking with one of... Ooh, Shenanigans? Not bad. If they put down a Bonder's Ornament, it's gone. Don't mind having it in this full hand, but if we were just drawing that and our hand was empty on this board, I would feel pretty bad. Chainer's Edict. Not convinced this deck can win. Didn't you see it win on Tuesday? We went 3-2, just like a good Jund deck should. Okay. We're going to be able to get rid of that Omen of the Dead finally. Ah, fair enough. I understand that. The real world does often come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could just Chainer's Edict here, get rid of the creature. But then they have that damn aura in hand, so they can keep on bringing things back over and over. Let's just get rid of it. Oh, opponent scoops him up. We win. Wow, this this hand is so slow. No way we can keep this against Mardu Scout. I mean, with a name like that, they're going to have a 3-1 dash, right? This hand is... Ugh. I mean, if we could get to turn 6, great. I mean, it definitely could be either. Could be both. This hand's not too great either, but I'm going to keep it. Bad hand, keep. Maybe I should have just kept the first hand. Oh, they're playing Tron. Not what I expected. You don't generally see too much Tron in leagues. They just going to have the nuts? Easy, turn 3 Tron, let's go. Alright, let's go get Swamp here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, so we can play Visionary and foretell a Packmate. Ah, they found their Tron. Woof. Okay, we're not going to be able to play the Packmate and still play a boarding party, so we might as well just attack first, I think. That is a problem. Bonder's Ornament is way too expensive. There are several decks that don't play Bonder's Ornament that are quite good. Stompy, you don't need it. Another Bonder's Ornament. We have 3 mana available. We could easily go to 4 for another Packmate, or we could just play Visionary here and then play a tap land. I'm going to play the Visionary. Oh, I see, I see. Numenor, have you considered renting? You might be able to at least play the decks you want to play that way. So let's see here. We have triple green. We only have 1 red and 1 black. We have red in hand, so we'll go black here. Mystical Teachings. What do you reveal? Another Mystical Teachings. Yep. Going full value. Cast Mystical Teachings again. So that's the one out of your hand. Getting Pulse of Murasa. Okay. I think we start with Altisaur in case we Cascade into Pirate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, let's just do that. We Cascade into Chainer's Edict. That's pretty bad. I'm not going to cast it. Just a 6/5 for 7. Pretty bad. Usually the Cascades are pretty strong in this deck, but as you saw there, sometimes we miss. Okay, I thought I hit 6 here. Do your thing. I wanted to write you a message while you were searching your deck. Yep, Draconis, that's a good point. We could have definitely put it into our graveyard. Opponent is playing cards like Bojuka Bog, so that would be available for them to wipe the card out instead of allowing me to redraw it later if I need it. In this matchup, Chainer's Edict, not that important, but there are some pretty good points to it. For example, when we Chainer's Edict, they can't blink a creature and then fizzle the spell. They'll still have to sacrifice the creature after the flicker has resolved. And yes, we're definitely the beatdown. So I think I'm just going to go to combat here. I mean, I could like try and Packmate to draw, but I don't think we have enough mana to actually boarding party if we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we don't. Okay. If they want to block with Muldrifter, that's fine. Okay, this is going to be what? Pulse? No, they have the Moment's Peace. Damn. That's fair, Draconis. You think that Tron crushes this deck? I haven't played the matchup yet, so I'm not sure. We do have some good options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we foretell a Packmate, then we still have enough mana to draw a card with the Ornament. How much life gain does Tron usually play? Not entirely sure. Pulse of Murasa, Weather the Storm. Yeah, but I don't know which would be where, how many of each. I don't imagine you would have too many Pulse of Murasa in the main because you can search it out. And then you would probably have 2 Weather the Storms in the side. 1 and 1. Cool. Ah, okay, I have to play faster. Good to know. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I don't really want to play the boarding party right now because we know they have Moment's Peace, and I'll just cast it. And yeah, that can blink, so we don't want to Lightning Bolt the Muldrifter, but Chainered Edict can be fine. We'll Edict. Okay, get rid of their creature, and then I think we'll just play Packmate, hold up Lightning Bolt. Get a draw on. You wouldn't attack with the Visionaries. We could use the mana, makes sense. Condescend. Okay, that is countered. And how do they put their cards? Top. Scary. Ooh, the Dignitary. That's a problem card. We do have the Edict in the graveyard to get rid of it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. One, two, yeah, let's just do that. Morgan Corn with the resub. Thank you so much for the support. 5 months. That is quite the streak. Thank you, friend. I'll do what I can, Morgancorn. Pulse of Murasa. Ooh, that's a good one. So they're going to be able to continuously rebuy, regain. This is going to be a tough one to get through. We have no combat. Prohibit. So that's straight countered. What do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could play a boarding party. I mean, it cascades. Let's see what we cascade into. Pulse of Murasa, target Packmate. That is a problem. But maybe we mill them out? Oh, they probably kill us with compulsive research to mill us out. We're going to have to play really quick. This is going to be terrible. Oh, Tron. Yep. Yeah, their turns take a really long time, and they can't really attack us, so they have to set up a combo to kill us with research. Tron is a bad matchup for Jund in Pauper, same as Modern. Doesn't seem great here. Doesn't seem great. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Tron is the reason why F&M Pauper events are so lengthy? Yeah, no kidding. Fortunately, in most of the Pauper events I went to, we didn't have to deal with many Tron players. Definitely not going to Lightning Bolt the Mole Drifter if our plan is to mill them out. Monarch Mirrors? Oh, yeah. I also had a Wicked Elf Mirror one time that went to time. We were in Game 3. We had both gone wide. My opponent was at something ridiculous, like 300 life. And I managed to draw the bow off the top. So put the bow onto my elves, killed all of the opponent's elves, but I wasn't able to kill my opponent in the time provided. Yeah, that is the plan starting next turn. We're going to use Bonder's Ornament every turn to have the opponent draw. Didn't finish game 1 in time. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Bonder's Ornament. Okay, play untap land. I didn't count my lands here. I just want to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have exactly enough to draw 2. Today is a Pauper day. It is Jund versus Tron. Now, I want to just pass to the end step here to save on my clock, but I can't really do that because opponent could have like a Abrade or something, destroy my Bonder's Ornaments, do something nasty that we don't want to see. So I have to just hit 1 every time something is going on, which is taking time off of our clock. They might have Rolling Thunder. That's scary. That is something that Tron used to play, but we don't see that very much anymore. Opponent is at 19 cards. Ooh, Blightning. That's worth a cast. How are we in the league? We're 1-1 so far. We won against Pestilence, and we lost against Dimir. Dimir Faeries. Okay, this looks like Rolling Thunder. There it is, X's 13, all to us. Bam. That hurts. So yeah, they're just going to be able to blink that back with like Pulse and stuff. Sorry, yeah, with Ghostly Flicker. They're going to be able to bring that back for next turn and kill us. And our Bonder's Ornaments, aren't going to be able to get it done in time. So I think we can just scoop this one up. They're going to be able to return the Rolling Thunder to their hand and then kill us. So we bring in Shenanigans, we bring in Cleansing Wildfire, and I think the Okiba-Gang Shinobi actually seem amazing. Let's bring those in. I don't mind the Pyroblast. They do have a lot of good blue spells, but we've already brought in 6 cards here, so that's a lot. Rec PD, thanks for the follow, friend. So let's see here. Suffocating Fumes is bad. Take those out. Chainer's Edict and Cast Down, not good. Lightning Bolt, not good. Let's see here. Anything else that we could easily take out? Maybe the Pulse? And then if we want to bring in Pyroblast, I don't mind taking out another Pulse. You cut all the removal? Yeah, I think that we want to keep some. Being able to, for example, cast down the Damned Rhino, I'm all about that. But the Lightning Bolts, for example, aren't too useful besides being able to go face for the last points. All right, we're going to run with this one. Okay, opponent is taking their time to decide how to sideboard here. That's totally fair. We're given, what is that? I think 3 minutes on Moto. I do really like that I don't have to worry about shuffling anymore. That took a lot of time. Especially as a Yawgmoth combo player who is forever searching their deck. Went to time here. Interesting. Bolt is definitely pretty good. The problem with Bolt is it doesn't kill the damned Rhino. Yeah, we'll keep this. We have Cleansing Wildfire, we have Pyroblasts, we got a boarding party for later. So yeah, we'll just go get Mountain with the Ash Barrens, then we can get Forest. The Blightning, though. I don't think I Wildfire this. They're going to have basics in deck. They just trade this for a basic island. I really think I want to keep the Wildfire for the important cards, the Tron lands, and be able to hit it when they don't have access to what's name? Oops. Crop Rotation. That's the card I was thinking about. Crop Rotation. So they probably have a Prohibit here. They could have a Negate. Oh, also Condescend. Yep. Ugh, I was hoping to draw land here. Okay, Impulse, not a counterspell. We got the Bonder's Ornament down. Okay, they have a Bonder's Ornament. We don't have access to Artifact Destruction, but we can get rid of the Power Plant. I think the Blightning is probably going to be the better play here. Oh man, Okiba-Gang. If only... If we had a little creature here smack with Okiba-Gang, that would have been amazing. That's a third Impulse. Wow. Okay, another Tron land. So they do have access to green here, so using my Cleansing Wildfire is pretty... Wildfire on turn 2 to hit the Swiftwater Cliffs, and then Bonder's Blightning on turn 3. Fair. Oh, this is so awkward. Our hand is really not coming together here. Yeah, if you don't do pressure, you're not going to get very far. That's true. Oh, we did get the Wildfire, though. Not bad. Would have liked to have drawn a land. Ooh, and they didn't have basic. They only have the one basic. Good to know. Okay, here's a Mole Drifter. Can kill that with a Lightning Bolt. I mean, they do have the Bonder's Ornament, though, so they might be able to ephemerate it. That would be bad. Maybe we go Pyroblast the Mole Drifter. I mean, we have that option anyways, even if a Lightning Bolt doesn't work. So yeah, let's start with Bolt. And if they try to ephemerate it, we'll Pyroblast it. Okay. Pass back. We're giving the opponent far too much time here. We're just having a really rough time with our lands. There's the crop rotation, so they're going to get Tron now. Yeah, let's get rid of the map, but let's leave a 1-mana instant that also lets them get the Tron. Why not? Oh man, that was a bit of a mistake. I was supposed to Pyroblast that. I feel like I'm getting a little bit tilted here. I'm going to need to just chill out a little bit. Yeah, I was supposed to counter there. I think I'm just tilting because of the mana issues. Well, keeping the Pyroblast lets us get the Monarch, which is pretty good. We have the card advantage going, whereas the opponent has the mana advantage. I mean, we were on the play, right? So it would have been turn 3 to Wildfire when they had Island in play. One, two, three, four, five. Our mana situation sucks. We attack with Thorn. They don't block. Then we Okiba-Gang. It looks like attack with Thorn is pretty good here. Ah, come on. No chance. Oh, thanks for the Wildfire, bud. Ooh, geez. The advantage. It is significant. Womp womp. I think we're going to pack this one up here. Okay, one land hand must mull. One land hand must mull. Here we go. We can keep this. We got to get rid of 2 cards. So let's see here. I want to keep all the lands. I think I'll keep the 2 lightning bolts as well. No, I'll keep a Suffocating Fumes and a lightning bolt. If the Suffocating Fumes is good, it's really good. I mean, Crown, I was just copying someone else's list. The list that won the, what was it? It was the PTQ, right? Or a challenge or something? I think that there's definitely a couple of changes that could be made. Another Ash Barrens. I guess we'll just play Mountain here and pass. We can cycle the 2 Ash Barrens. So it looks like we're up against another blue deck. We're going to be grinding pretty heavy. I really hope this is a ninja. Oh, we got super lucky. Bolt the ninja. And their Augur of Bolas didn't hit anything? That is so good for us. But in the spots when it is good, it can be very good. Boarding party, that's a ways away. Let's just play the forest that the opponent saw, because we just searched it up. And then we'll pass back. Got the Ash Barrens here ready to cycle. Probably go get a mountain with it. Oh, they get Counterspell. That's a good one. But this deck can't lose from Fairy. We did lose, I think it was match 1 versus Fairies. Very, very grindy, but we weren't able to get there. I think last league we crushed Fairies. Oh, that was Delver last time. Okay, anyway. Suffocating Fumes. Fumes is actually pretty good. If they hit Fairies, we can just wipe their board. But I think I really need to just cycle this so we can get some gas. Okay, there goes the counterspell. Just wondering about Edict here. I don't mind it. What value are we going to get out of Edict while Augur is on the board anyway? Let's just get rid of Augur so they can't turn it into a ninja. Go ahead, opponent. Okay, opponent does have a lot of cards in hand, though. We did mulligan twice. Just really hoping one of their cards isn't counterspell. Let's raid. No ninja. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Pulse of Murasa. Oh, wow. We get to Pulse of Murasa and Ash Barrens. Yeehaw. Let's go. And they have removal. No surprise. That's probably what their hand is, just all removal. We're going to put the Ash Barrens down. Get a land onto the board. We can return it to our hand later with one of our Karus. Once again, no ninja. Ooh, lightning bolt. All right. Let's start with a Visionary, see if we can draw a card. Another boarding party. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just have to pass here. Don't have enough mana to activate the Bonder's Ornament, unfortunately. Chainer's Edict on them. Okay, they're going to brainstorm first. And if they put down a Spell Stutter Sprite, I will Lightning Bolt it. Nope, they just let that resolve. Okay, cool. Let's attack. Okay, they have another cast down for the boarding party. Womp womp. Attack for 2. Another Ash Barrens. Not what I'm looking for here. We'll probably end up using the Bonder's Ornament to draw a card during the opponent's turn or something. I mean, we could do it during our turn. Rot Farm. That would have been a good one to play. Return the Ash Barrens. Get another land out of the deck that way. Ooh, Angler. That's a big one. Can't really attack past that. So let's see here. We have the Edict, but if they have Spell Stutter Sprite in hand, then they can counter the Lightning Bolt on the Fairy Seer, and we can't kill the Gurmag Angler. I think we're going to start with a Visionary here. Blightning, nice. Can't Spell Stutter that. Straight up counterspell? Yep. Let's kill that. You want to attack? Okay, sure. You got it. I'll take 5. What do you got for follow-up? Nothing. They probably got like Spell Stutter in hand, just waiting for us to flash back the Edict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. So that's enough for the Packmate as well. Let's start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought they might. Alright, we got a 2-turn clock. They have a 4-turn clock, but they get to tick before we do. Oh, no, they're going to keep that back, so we've stopped the clock. Edict you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they scoop. Nice. Okay. Got one. Bring in Pyroblast. Bring in Spider. Take out one of the Thorns. They do kill it very easily. Snuff Out doesn't hit it, and if it actually connects, it's basically game winning. Go ahead, opponent. I only took one out. I wanted to keep one in case I could hit a bunch of fairies at instant speed, but for the most part, it's not going to do too much against augurs, ninjas, and anglers. Alright, let's keep up something versus Ninja here. If they put Ninja down, we can Lightning Bolt it. Okay, they have a Stormbound Geist instead. That's something we can block with Spider. And then maybe we could Lightning Bolt the other side of it. So we'll keep the Lightning Bolt in hand instead of killing this Augur. Okay, so we got Spider next turn ready to go. Weird plan for Faeries to board in the Geist. So the Geist attacks past most of our cards. It's kind of a 2-for-1 because we have to spend 2 spells to kill it. So as far as grind goes, the Geist is one of their better cards. And it does counter the Edicts very well. Okay, so they have Counterspell up for Spider right now. That's unfortunate. The problem is they have Counterspell right now for the Spider. Okay, so this will get the Counterspell out of their hand. Bye-bye Counterspell. And now we get to play whatever we want. I like Penumbra Spider, but we'll see what we draw. I think we'll probably go Spider and Packmate. Altisaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we're missing a mana for the Altisaur here. Oh, another Packmate. Oh, I want the Spider. So we got some good blockers now. Spider plus Wolf. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, even boarding party into Spider. This way we get to draw a card. Ooh, that's a good one from the opponent. Thorn of the Black Rose gives them the Monarch. We're going to have a hard time taking that back unless we draw our own Thorn. So they might be able to sit back and just gain card advantage. Seems pretty good. Let's see if we can get this Altisaur out. Oh, we get Thorn. I mean, they'll be able to take it back pretty easily. They have another flying creature. Yeah, 2 attacks. Block here, kill that. Oh, they have Snuff out? Jerks. Ooh. Spicy. Ornament Wolf, look at that. We called the same thing. It's got the whole package. Brutal. Another boarding party. Well, I guess we're boarding. Lightning Bolt, target, I guess the Thorn? So they can't use the Death Touch block? Morning, Grey Fox. Thanks for joining us. How you doing today? Smack. That is significant damage. And we have another boarding party coming out next turn. The league is grindy. Super grindy. You can see the score in the lower right-hand corner there. We're not doing quite as well as we would like. But Stormbound Geist doesn't block grounded creatures, so Stormbound Geist isn't blocking anything. Pyroblast, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't have enough mana to Pyroblast, unfortunately. But I'm definitely going to throw this pirate onto the board. See what we cascade into. We get a cast down. I guess we'll cast down the Shinobi. Maybe the Seer? Let's get rid of the Shinobi. That thing kills my wolves. They have a counterspell? Yeah, we don't have that last mana for the Pyroblast either. Oh, they countered the boarding party. Okay, that makes sense. So let's see here. How is our attack? They have 3 blockers. So they have to block boarding party. I think we definitely attack, right? We just attack all? I guess we could leave the Thorn back if we wanted to. We could leave the Spider back and attack with everything else. I'm going to attack all. Stormbound Geist can't block. So I lost to Tron, and I lost to Dimir, Dimir Faeries. So a copy of this deck. We cascading into Blightning, that is the hope. I mean, what did we do earlier, right? We went Altisaur into Boarding Party into Blightning. That was a pretty good turn. Yeah, I know, right? Get out of here, Tron. So boring. But it is the best deck in the format right now, so people are going to play it. We get another boarding party out. This time we have Pyroblast backup. We should be able to get it, I think. No, we do not see many Tron in leagues. Because the Tron... Nice, we got there. That puts us 2-2. Very cool. This hand looks good. We'll keep. Start with Thriving Grove, name Black. Tron is scum. Ooh, a Barren Moor. This is probably cycling. I think our hand is actually pretty bad against Cycle Storm. Could be mono black control. That's one of the other things that plays Barren Moor. But that's generally a pretty bad deck. I think we beat mono black control. Street Wraith, looking more like Cycle Storm. Called it. All right, let's hit Blightning. Yeah, Jund is pretty slow. So this is going to be a tough matchup. No, seems like a bad one. They have a lot of time to set up. So we're not going to be able to put the kind of pressure that Stompy could put on them. Yeah, we're not in a good position. That's true. But we'll play it out and see what we can do. Just looking here at what we got in the sideboard. We got Cleansing Wildfire because the opponent doesn't play very many lands. I don't think Cleansing Wildfire is going to be good enough. Pyroblast isn't going to be good. Cannonade is kind of meh. Weather the Storm is amazing. Weather the Storm wins games. So we bring in the 2 Weather the Storm. Maybe the Shinobis? Probably the Shinobis as well. We'll take out the Annoyed Altisaurs. What else are we going to take out? Nope. No real graveyard hate. But the Weather the Storm is incredibly good in this matchup. Blue mana, Tolarian Winds. Okay, so we can bring in Pyroblast. Yeah, with the Lotus Petal and Tolarian Winds, hold priority Reaping the Graves. Anyone recognize that? We've done that a few times, and we learned that from the YouTube channel, The Epic Storm. DJM858. Thanks for the follow, friend. Yeah, very much so. No need to bring in Pyro. Yeah, they would only have like 2 or maybe 4 cards, depending on which list they're running. If they're running the old list, it's only 2 Tolarian Winds. If they're running the new list, it's 2 Winds and 2... what's the name of that card they play in Tron all the time? Search your library for an instant or card with flash? Yeah, Storm plays Teachings now. Yes, exactly. Mystical Teachings. Apparently it's super good. Everybody's with the, got the names for me. Thanks, chat. Thanks for getting my back. I do have a little bit of difficulty sometimes remembering the names of all the cards. But I'm usually able to know what a card does as soon as I see the art. So yeah, anyways, with the Teachings, you're able to either discard it with a Tolarian Winds, or you can potentially cast it with your Lotus Petal, or your other tap lands. Generally, if you're playing Tolarian Winds, and there's the Mystical Teachings right there. If you're playing the blue spells here, you're playing the, I think it's called Sulfur Vents, or Sulfur Falls. Sulfur Vents. Okay, so they fizzle out here. Oh, we got another Blightning. Nice. We can wreck their hand a little bit. And then next turn we have Boarding Party. Oh, no, I haven't seen that one yet. I'll have to put that on my watch later list. Thank you, Grey Fox. I've been really focusing on the Pauper videos that he's been putting out, but every once in a while I look at the Storm videos because I'd like to get a better idea of how Storm plays, and he's obviously very talented with the that type of deck. Yeah, tell you what, I'm going to hit 6 here on the opponent's turn, and blind I'm going to get the YouTube link in just a second here. Let's see here. Got the internet on my other screen, so I don't have to interrupt what's going on. Actually, now that I think about it, it's pretty simple, right? Because it's just Alright, I'm going to be back onto the Magic side in just a second here. So there's the just the channel for the Epic Storm. And then it's one of the earlier videos. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I'm back in. Ooh, look at that. They brought out 2 horrors. Okay. So our original plan was to use a boarding party here. I think boarding party might still be our best bet, and then draw into a removal spell so they can't attack in with both. Actually, I probably attack with the boarding party because they're forced to block. Hopefully we get removal spell. No, well, this is almost removal spell. Attack. They are forced to block because this is lethal. Pass back. Ooh, they got the Stinger. Do they have lethal with the Stinger? This could be GG. We'll sit back and see. They need, not Reaping the Graves. They need mana. They just got it. I was thinking about that. They needed Songs of the Damned. They had it. So now they get to continue cycling. Yeah, I didn't know much about this guy's channel until very recently when he started playing Pauper. And because he was playing Pauper, it came up in my feed, and I was able to see, like, oh wow, look at all this other cool stuff he's done. I mean, that would make sense considering the name of his channel. So, casting Horror of the Broken Lands here, I don't think that he has access to another, what's name? How much mana do we have here? I'm pretty sure like this is fizzling and this is my last chance to try and stay in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like we're going to go Chainer's Edict, cast down, pass the turn. Go. Oh, dang. I made a small mistake there. Because I'm trying to play quickly. I even had the stop on my end step here. We could have actually foretold the Packmate last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can play Boarding Party and foretell Packmate. Okay, sweet. Oh, because they could have blocked with the horror, keeping the stinger, or vice versa, either way. And then I think, yeah, if they had blocked with the stinger, kept the horror, and then cycled what, 4 times? Which they had enough mana for here. So yeah, I wanted to kill their board so they couldn't beat us. They had very few cards left in hand, so they weren't going to be able to win next turn. Yeah, exactly. It was safer. Okay, so we want to bring in Weather the Storm. We want to bring in probably Cleansing Fire. I think they're only going to have 3. No, they're going to have 2 swamps, maybe only 1. Did I have enough mana to cast a removal spell and boarding party? I don't think I did. No, we're not sure about Wildfire at all. Not at all. But first thing we're going to do is figure out what cards we're going to cut, and then we'll have a better idea if we want to actually keep the Wildfire in. The Weather the Storm are guaranteed we're keeping those. Finally, some good Pauper. All right, well, I'm glad that you managed to join in on time. We are about to end the league, but if you check out my YouTube channel, there's a bunch more content up there too. I actually did a league with this deck on Tuesday, which is already up on YouTube. So let's see here. The removal isn't hot, but I want to keep some number of removal spells. Get rid of the Suffocating Fumes for sure. So we've already hit 60. Tell them about Scourge. Oh my god. I managed to cast the Scourge of the Skyclaves with Kicker yesterday. And not only did I cast it, but it resolved and was good. I don't think I want to take anything else out. Like, there's nothing really here to bring in. Maybe Shenanigans to, like, destroy their Lotus Petals. Maybe Okiba-Gang. Okiba-Gang seems good. I like the Okiba-Gang. We got a couple seconds left to figure out what we're taking out for Okiba-Gang. I just don't have enough time. I don't think I would have made that decision if I had more time, but I had to submit in a couple seconds. Yeah, keep this. We have Weather the Storm, so we should be fine. Abrade. I think Abrade is good enough to keep in. It kills the Stinger. So we're going to go get Mountain with Ash Barrens, end of turn. And from now on, starting on our turn 2, we're not going to be able to do easy passes anymore, no more 6, because we got to keep up Weather the Storm. And that's going to make casting Blightning difficult. I think actually we're going to Cleansing Wildfire this turn, get rid of the Sulfur Vents, since they already have Swamp. Yeah, the classic Jund 5-0. Yeah, you know what's going on. I think that we might be able to achieve that. I'm going to get rid of these Sulfur Vents here. So they do play the second Swamp, the second basic. But that's going to be their last basic. If I know the deck. Nice. We get another turn. So the question is, do we hold up Weather or do we Blightning? I kind of like casting Blightning this turn. It makes it very hard for them to combo by taking 2 cards out of their hand. We are, however, taking down shields, because Weather the Storm is basically an I win card. But opponent can do things to play around Weather the Storm if they're smart, like last game when they brought in the Horror of the Broken Lands. cast fewer spells, make creatures, and then swing, 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 swing. Nice. Oh, we let them discard Mystical Teachings, so that's actually good for them. It is way, way easier for them to cast Mystical Teachings out of the graveyard because it costs black mana instead of blue. And the opponent's deck can make a lot of black mana. Fengler MTG with a rate of 16. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we can actually 6 here. We're tapped out. Fengler is another streamer here on Twitch. If you haven't already, go ahead and give him a follow. They got a pretty cool stream. Thanks for the bits, bud. Yeah, I'm pretty interested in just foretell the Packmate hold up Weather the Storm this turn. Looks like they're getting pretty ready to go here. Thorn is pretty good. I mean, if we could play Thorn with Weather up, I would be way into that. Our plan is safer. It looks like opponent has a lot of mana resources here on the board, so they could go for it at pretty much any time. Okay, so they pass here. They can't kill us at instant speed because they have to cast their cards, so we should be able to safely land cycle. Go get another forest. We get cast down. So let's see here. We can play this. Now we have a clock. And we still get to hold up Weather. Fortunately, we have quite a bit of time up on the opponent, as it should be. Cycling Storm is a time-intensive deck. So if you decide to pick up Cycling Storm, you're going to be fighting the clock, your opponent, and your own deck. So it's like 3 against 1 when you're playing Cycle Storm. Anything from Strix you're excited about for Pauper? Yeah, there were a few cards. What were they? Let's get through our turn here first. Another boarding party. Well, we're not going to have enough mana to Thorn and hold up Weather, so let's just attack, put down a land, and pass. So we have cast down, we have Weather, looks good. We'll call red on this one and pass back. Yes, that one is a really good one. The Moss Dog, whatever it's called. Moss Dog is super good. Mystical Teachings, we don't have a counterspell or anything. Go ahead. And they actually sacrifice the Sulfur Vents to Mystical Teachings here for Songs of the Damned to get mana. So yeah, they're going off of this turn, I think. The Pauper Tarmogoyf? I mean, it's really strong. Oh, really? Casting another songs now? Are you going for maybe they're going for a fireball? We would destroy them if they went for fireball here. Another Mystical Teaching, sure. So no, they're gonna what's the name? Songs, Teachings for Reap the Graves, start cycling. Exactly. Oh yeah, that's true too. They could cast a bunch of creatures. We do have a cast down. We could kill one of their creatures with that. Then we would get to weather for a bunch. But yeah, that would actually be quite good. They have two horrors. They also have street wraiths, which are unblockable. Yeah, they could play a bunch of creatures here. That would be pretty good. Especially after having taken out some of our removal. But with that much mana, I think they can only cast 3 creatures. Hopefully we'll be able to bounce back from that. But we'll probably be weathering the storm this turn. Gain a bunch of life. 7, 8... Oh yeah, we're going to gain so much life this turn. It's going to be ridiculous. Resolves. Just thinking about how I should use this cast down. They've already reaped, but like if I cast down the Stinger now, they're going to continue to do stuff anyways. Let's see if we can get them a little bit lower in mana first. And then maybe I can respond to them, like, casting a Songs of the Damned or something. Another Stinger. Okay, let's cast down the first Stinger now. While the other Stinger's on the stack. So at no point do they have 2 Stingers. That'll definitely make it a little bit more difficult for them to win. We also have a storm count of 20 here, or sorry, 10. So while the Stinger's on the stack, I'm going to weather the storm. And now we'll hit 6. So I gained, what, 30 life there? Yep, 30 life, up to 50. Alright, let's find out if Weather the Storm is actually good against Cycle Storm. I had a feeling that it was. Let's see if opponent can do 50 damage this turn. It should be possible, but it won't be easy. One thing I could have done, like the weather with the Stinger on the stack was pretty decent, but if I had like weathered with a Songs of the Damned on the stack, for example, could have gotten a lot more life. It was a very safe point to use the weather because the opponent couldn't really respond with anything. But, like, look at what they're doing now. Get the Stinger back. They have a bunch of mana still. They put a ton of cards into their hand here. How many songs have they used? 1, 2, 3... Oh, they've used all their songs already. So they don't have a lot of mana left. They've used all the songs. They only have Dark Rituals and Cabal Rituals left. They might not be able to do the damage. Oh, do you think Learn Lessons will be playable? The first day of school, or first day of class, whichever one it is, people have been very excited about that one. People are going to be building around it. So we're definitely going to see some numbers of Learn Lessons in Pauper, at least in the first month, until people have decided if it's actually good or not. Okay, Street Wraiths are no good anymore. They're almost out of mana, but they still have access to Dark Rituals, Cabal Rituals. The Copyist spell is interesting. A lot of people have been talking about that. Pretty interesting if you copy like Deep Analysis or something. Less interesting if you're copying burn spells, which a lot of people started with. They were like, oh, this will be great for burn. But if you're Hellbent and you draw the copy spell off the top, you're going to wish it was a lightning bolt. Yeah, target those street wraiths. We're still at 34 life. They've put a large dent into the Weather the Storm life, but we've still got a ton of it. And their mana is really waning here. They have no more songs, only Dark Rituals and Cabal Rituals. Okay, here's the Tolarian Winds redraw. So they get a bunch of rituals now. But they have no mana. Okay, Lotus Petal gets the mana. That'll activate for black. They can start casting Dark Rituals. And now they start casting Cabal Rituals. That's actually lethal. But they don't have enough cards in hand. 9 times 3 is 27. So they still have to work for it. But they probably have another Reaping, right? How many Reapings? It looks like they have one more Reaping the Grave. So they'll be able to refill their hand. The question becomes mana, and I think they have enough mana. Oh, that's so cool. I think opponent's actually going to win this game. How wild is that? So yeah, at this point, they just stopped drawing cards. So yeah, there's the Reaping the Graves. They have 11 mana left, so this should be GG. They actually win this game. They have no cards in library, but they don't need to draw cards anymore. They just leave the cycle triggers on the stack here like this. And resolve the stinger triggers. So we continue to take damage, and they do not draw cards. Well played, opponent. Very, very well played. That's super impressive. Not even mad. 50 damage, wasn't it? Yeah, it was really well done. So Numenor, when the opponent cycles, the cycling trigger goes onto the stack, and then the stinger triggers go on top of it. They let the stinger triggers resolve, and then before they draw a card from cycling, they cycle another card, and another card, and another card. Cannonade seems good. Instant speed way to get rid of multiple stingers. And I also didn't actually want to board out the Visionaries. I did that because we were running out of time. Cannonade is a bait? You're thinking the Cannonade is bad? I mean, if we can cast Cannonade when they're never have 3 mana up. What would be better, you think? The Pulse? The Chainer's Edict? When would you cast Cannonade this game? Instead of casting the cast down, I would have used the Cannonade to clear 2 of the stingers instead of just 1. We had 5 mana available, so we could have Cannonade instead of cast down, and then Weather the Storm. Yeah. I'm just hoping that I can get it at a point where they're not able to. This hand doesn't really do anything until turn 6. But we have the mana, so as long as we draw good cards off the top, maybe we win. Cabal is instant, yep. Land off the top, come on, deck. Ooh, playing the okay, of course they play the Lotus Petal because they don't want to discard a hand size. We'll go get another swamp, I guess. Cleansing Wildfire. I mean, not too hot against Barren Moor. Don't mind hitting the other lands with it. I think we'll just play Thriving Moor and pass. And call whatever, green, I guess. And they hit land, but we can Cleansing Wildfire that one. Of course, I get Visionary now. One, two, three, four, five, six. So yeah, we're going to play Visionary so we can play Boarding Party next turn. Oh, and a double Lightning Bolt to add a surprise 6 damage. That's cool. Oh yeah, the First Sphere Gargantua is a card that has been played in these type of lists before, but with the Boarding Party, that's just the better 6-drop. So you would generally see the First Sphere Gargadon in a Golgari deck, whereas in a Jund deck, you'd play Boarding Party in that slot. Alright, got my finger on the 5, just in case I need to Lightning Bolt a Stinger. Okay, they're going for it. Played it in the Grixis Unearth Flashback. Sweet. Yeah, it's a really great card as far as advantage goes, which is a big thing in Pauper. You're always going to be looking for value. So this giant creature that draws a card when it comes in, asks a player, like, you have to kill this. Oh, kill that, I guess. Oops, 6. We're done. Done for the turn. Whatever the opponent does here, they're good to go. Well, yeah, exactly. That's really important, right? Being able to get that second activation. The second card draw, unearth it, attack for 5, put the pressure on. Ooh, okay. They got a Songs of the Damned, so they're really going here. Meanwhile, we just get to sit back and relax. I mean, if you can relax when your opponent is reaping the graves. Well, it's not looking great. We're probably dead. No more mana. Please, no more mana. Nice. No more mana. Oh, they have another Street Wraith? They have another Swamp. Okay. Good game. Wow. I don't mind losing that one. That was really well played by the opponent. GG. We ended up with a 2-3 on that one. It is what it is. We lost to Tron, we lost to Dimir Faeries, and we lost to Cycle Storm. But we had fun doing it. This deck here definitely has its weaknesses. It is quite slow and doesn't put up a lot of pressure very quickly. So, as we saw with Cycling Storm, they were able to just do their thing without worry and, just wait. Okay, now's the good time to go. And they were very consistent. Even beating a Weather the Storm, gain 30 life. Craziness.